Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, Mas. We are from Group 6, and now we will present our presentation about differentiated instructions. Our group is consists of me, Putri Khoirunnisa, Nabila Nur Azhizah, and Muhammad Azmy Azzakry. Okay, now let's get started. According to Tomlinson, differentiated instruction is a process carried out by the teachers through reorganizing their classrooms to provide the best possible education for every learner. Differentiated instruction is a way of teaching that helps students with different needs. It includes modifying lesson, teaching techniques, and the classroom setting to cater to individual student requirements. Whether teachers adjust the content, process, products, or learning environment, continuous assessment and adaptable grouping contribute to the effectiveness of this instructional approach. When a teacher proactively plans varied approaches to what students need to learn, how they will learn it, or how they can express what they have learned in order to increase the likelihood that each student will learn as much as he or she can as efficiently as possible. Next slide will be explained by Azmy.
Supporting arguments. Differentiate instruction, respect different learning style, unique learning pace, and various interests of students. Tomlinson and Calface argue that differentiated instruction approach acknowledge and accommodates the diverse needs of students by creating a teaching and a learning context that respond to variation in learning style, pace, and interests. Differentiates instruction, improve student performance, and increase learning motivation. Bantis in 2008 conducted a study on primary school students' reading abilities and found that differentiated instruction led to improvement in their writing skills. Additionally, researchers have observed increased motivation and involvement in studying among students from elementary school to bachelor level education when differentiated instruction is implemented. Differentiated instruction based on interest supports and facilitates the learning process, boosting student motivation and active engagement. Various researchers have noted that differentiated instruction, when tailored to student interests, creates a sense of relevance and personal connection, leading to increased student motivation and engagement in the learning process. Next slide, please. Posing arguments. Teachers purposefully vary the resources they use to provide a variety of presentation of the topic, modify the learning environment, and provide option for processing and presenting the learning outcome. Plantornot and Engels said that it is the process of learning as it relates to the particular activities the teacher provides to help students meet their learning objective is really difficult to accomplish. Differentiated instructions has limited effectiveness for certain student groups. Tieso in 2005 found that only advanced learners benefit significantly from differentiated instruction compared to other groups of learners. Faber, Glass, and Fisher also showed that medium and high achiever in specific grades experience greater impacts in mathematics compared to low achiever. This suggests that differentiated instruction may not be equally effective for all students, particularly those who are struggling academically. Differentiated instruction may have limited in improving certain academic skills. Little McCoy and Rice found that while differentiated instruction was effective in improving reading fluency among middle school students, it did not have the same impact on reading comprehension. This suggests that the effectiveness of differentiated instruction might vary depending on the specific academic skills being targeted. Difficulties in determining which strategies are effective in differentiated instruction. Smith and Humpert argue that differentiated instruction involves multiple strategies and techniques, and it is not always clear which specific ones are active during the application in empirical studies. This lack of clarity can make it challenging for teachers to determine which strategies are most effective in meeting students' diverse needs. Learning styles may not be distinctive or effective indicator for differentiation. Mindendorf found that differentiation by learning style was less effective compared to differentiation based on interest and readiness. It is suggested that learning styles may not be well established or distinctive, especially in young children, making it difficult for teachers to effectively address and cater to individual learning styles. Next will be explained by Nabila.
Okay, so these are some examples of differentiated instructions. And the first one is style modification. So it can be used to support struggling students and encourage advanced students. So we don't want our students to reach a level of frustration, and this is an easy way around it. For example, we can give struggling students more time to complete a project and add advanced students an extension activity to complete in the same time frame. And second one is providing choices. So students are given a project that requires them to include some rules, and students need to include all the elements that the rules require and are able to choose how to complete the project. Teachers accept different types of output, such as PowerPoint, posters, 3D models, videos, and more. Students can show the results of their work, which describes their creativity. And the last one is learning station. So teachers divide sections of the classroom through which groups of students rotate, and teachers can facilitate this with a flexible seating plan. Each station should use a unique method of teaching a skill or concept related to this lesson. Next slide, please. Okay, now we're going to talk about the opinions our opinions regarding to differentiated instructions. So we think that differentiated instruction gives students choice in how they learn, so they can achieve their learning goals in the way that works best for them. And differentiated instructions give every student the opportunity to achieve their learning goals. Also, differentiated instructions allow courses to be tailored to students' preferred interests and learning styles, and of course, this encourages students to be more active. And however, in larger class sizes, it can be difficult to adapt the classroom to the needs of individual students. And the more students we have, the harder it is to give each student the right amount of attention when customizing the classroom to meet their needs. And students should be divided into small groups based on their abilities and preferred learning styles. We also um, believe that differentiated instructions can be an exciting learning activity for the prepared teacher. This provides flexibility and further motivates students, allowing them to learn in their own way that works best for them. However, for those lacking time or teaching experience, it may be best to stick to more traditional teaching methods. And considering the limited empirical data regarding the effectiveness of differentiated instruction in kindergarten and the impact of different aspects of differentiated instructions, it is crucial to investigate how differentiated instructions could be modified for early childhood education, what specific adjustments for the curriculum could be applied, and what impact they may have on students. Next slide, please. Okay, and that brings us to the end of our presentation. We'd like to thank you for your time and attention.